Al, I know you want to talk about the Red Sox starter tonight, Kutter Crawford.
I do. There's a lot to dig in here, and I want to stay on point, but there's so many moving parts based on an unorthodox delivery. A guy who's been in the big leagues the last couple of years, went from a 5.47 ERA 2 years ago to a 4.04 to now he's got one of the best ERAs in baseball. Why? Well, there's a few things to dig in here. Before I get into it, let's show what everybody. This is who Kutter Crawford is and what he's been doing. This is the top ERAs in baseball. So we know that we're dealing with a dude who's locked in right now. After 7 starts or so, right? I want to go to a delivery, and you know how I'm crazy about the delivery.
I love it. Let's go.
I went back and I'm looking at, he's got a very unusual short arm takeaway in the backside. So I went back to when he was in AA. This is this is in Portland. By the way, that's
almost like a Russ Ortiz.
All right, let's back it up real quick. So just to give me, so like I'm actually getting a point here. Come out of the glove, back it up. All right. So here, we know Lucas Giolito, Dylan C, Strider, all this stuff about staying short because guys get hurt by getting long.
You like that?
Shoulder issue? No.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan because he's not a catcher and he's not throwing a quick throw from second base or an infielder. But watch what he does with his arm pat. This is a few years ago in 19 with AA. Go ahead, slow. Stop right there. Okay, just remember that. Now, this is a kind of a typical thing, right? Guys get out of their glove. They're getting shorter because it's supposed to be. Here, if you could show me this real quick, Lucas. This is stronger, if you were to try to pull my arms, than if you're out here, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's elongated. All right, go ahead and play this. All right, so that's Kutter Crawford a few years ago in 19. All right, check this out. Watch him out of glove.
Oh my. He's shooting it out of his earlobe.
So there's some deception, but that's what he has. So, okay, this is beautiful here. Watch this. Come out and stop right. Yep.
Wow.
All right, folks, look at this. This is conventional that you've been seeing since Sandy Koufax and Tom Seaver and Nolan Ryan and all that. This is it. Honestly, I would love for him to come on the air and give us a chance to say, why do you do it and what makes it effective? First thing I would say is hitters.
Get on that.
Hitters would see this as super deceptive.
Short army, yeah.
Right, go ahead. So that's as stark as it can be, folks. Go ahead and play it. All right, let's go to his pitches, right? So his thing that he's thrown is a sweeper. You keep playing it. And this number has moved up a lot. I have to keep slider on this thing. I'll have a whole show on what it's naming of pitches, but I'll get into it later. But that's been the stark difference of what he did last year, which was good. The year before, which his ERA was 5 plus. So he's done away with the slider, but I'm going to say his slider evolved into more of a horizontal break. Okay, that's his stuff. Let's go into that sweeper slider thingy. Yeah, I put sweeper on it. Now, if you just see the horizontal break, that's real tough for right-handers to stay in there, right? You see big break that comes down through. Yeah, that's right, folks. I'm taking out sweeper because it's a slider. The ball moves. Oh, I'm throwing frisbee because there's a lot of horizontal break. Can we stop right after this and we get into the next pitch? Because I want to say he's more than a one-trick pony. He is a cutter, but real quick. A slider, if you could see, where am I? Right here. A slider, depending upon, I was taught this by Ron Guidry through Dave Rigetti, Rags. And it's a pitch that you get off center, and you
know where you are?
You can
You're in the jungle, baby.
You can manipulate this pitch depending upon pressure. So we're getting an analytics community say, well, it's got more horizontal. It's got to be a sweeper. No, he's just getting around it a little bit more, but it's still the same pitch. When I threw all those years of Mike Piazza, he went like this. Or Charlie Johnson, cutter or slider. And it depended on the hitter, whether I'd go flat or I'd get downward break to Derek Jeter or in on the hands of Alex Rodriguez, but it was still a slider.
Called the same.
Cutter. So we can call it what we want. Maybe I'm being kind of a baby about it, but let's go into the cutter. There's varying speeds on this and breaks. The cutter is a faster pitch that doesn't move as much, although that moved a lot.
Say, that's not a cutter.
Well, if you look at some of these, we're going to base it on velocity, Dero, 88, 89.
That's nasty, right?
So that's nasty. So we saw 3 breaking balls. This is a neutralizer for me. He cut that a little bit, but this splitter is nasty. So we got sweeper with big horizontal. It's about 82, 83. You got an 88 mile an hour slider, and then you have this split. You look at this fastball. Let's go to this because I want to give Andrew Bailey tremendous credit.
They're going.
He was with the Giants as a pitching coach. You look at this right here.
I don't think this can last.
Here's why I'm saying it's not cookie cutter stuff. Andrew
know.
Bailey's enough to look at Kutter Crawford and go, wait a minute. He's got 20 plus induced vertical break, which sustains gravity and it stays up. So he could do the north-south.
Yeah.
I'm not telling him to throw less four-seamers. You have what you have and you work off of that. So I get it. We're in a day and age where 98 guys can hit. So how do we get more movement, late movement? Let's spin the ball more. That's what we're seeing. But this I wanted to show because let's go back to Kutter Crawford. He's got a very good fastball, not velocity-wise, but metrics. Go ahead, play it, Lucas. It is a fastball that carries.
94 plays.
It's at 94, 93. He averages 93, but that's the pitch that's the unusual. He doesn't have a long extension. He's like right at 6 foot.
On you.
This is the pitch right here that guys can't lay off. So when you have multiple pitches that you throw down, cutter, slider, very occasional curve, and that split, he keeps the usage of his four-seam fastball. It's one of the best in the game. This induced vertical break, which is what I tried to show there with that high fastball, it's only second to Tristan McKenzie. So he's got a lot of movement, right? I refer to pitching as if you were on like a roller coaster or you were in a bad cab driver in New York City where you're like, and you're moving like left, right, like that's what you're always kind of like, what is it? And that's what I almost would say what Kutter Crawford does. Multiple pitches, pounds the strike zone, and the unpredictability of him is difficult to really figure out. And then, oh, by the way, at 93, he has, whoop, by you.
He was always coming up like spot starts, hanging around. And now he's like, he's gotten to cut his teeth.
You know this. What's this game all about? We talk about, you said in one of the last blocks, it's about where's the location. We could look at highlights every single night. Are guys hitting home runs out from over here?
No.
No, it's meaty, juicy stuff.
It's a miss.
It's a miss.
Nah, he's good.
Unusual delivery, row flow.
Savvy matchup.
Had a lot of pitches.
D-Row, real quick, you said something interesting as well. 94 still plays.
Oh, don't get me started.
You don't have to throw 98, 99, right?
Located too, row flow.